Howdy, howdy! It's Sunday, and boy, oh boy, do we have some fun things to show you today. P has been practicing things and learning things.
Yes, not all of it entirely pleasant, but that's
Okay,
to be
she's growing as a
expected.
person, as an artist. This is P over here,
M over there,
Patricia,
Mariah.
and together
We are PM Artist Studio.
Oh, hold on to that note. All right, y'all do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we don't know that you're here. But if you want to hang out in the background, that's totally fine. But do give those thumbsy ups, especially here in the beginning, even if you're watching on replay. Very helpful. Thumbsy upsies, because then you don't forget and all that business.
Yeah.
Now, if you are unsure about us, that's totally fine. Hang out for a little bit. We're a very friendly bunch. Do subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying yourself. Hey, remember that if you hit that little bell and you say, I want all of the notifications, most likely it will let you know when we are live streaming. That's what they say, anyway. So there you go. Anywho. Thumbsy upsies, y'all. Sure. Make sure you turn your chat over to live chat. That way you don't miss anything, because sometimes it gets a little, active. Let's see who our participants are. We've got Angela, Barbara, bartender's daughter is here. That's Jerry. Becky, Betsy, Betty, bored grandma. Leela? I think that's right. Carrie Griffiths is here. Darcy's in the house. She's one of our mods. See, she's got a wrench. She's not afraid to use it. I don't know if that's true. She's probably one of the nicest people we've ever met.
With a tool.
Okay. Well, we're getting that here in a second. Okay, we've got Dana, Devin, Rex. That's Yolanda. Eddie, he's got a tool. He may use it too. Erna, Estella, Griffinshell. That's Rhonda. Ida, hello. Welcome. I believe you were new. Yanka, Jennifer McKinnon, Kathy, K. Brooks, Lori. I think you are a new Lori. Lygia is here. Linda Renz, Lori Paul, Marguerite, Maya, Monkey's in the house. Yay. Nancy, Paula, Penka, Pia, Ricky Nordmeyer, SSOS, Sophia, and she's our featured kind of, new designer today. We've got some things from Sharon as well, but Sophia, this is her first one, so y'all be kind. No need to be kind. I mean, it's just legit awesome stuff, so no worries. Sherry Black Dog Design, Sonia Nelson, Star Traveler, that's Linda, Stephania, hello. So glad you're here. Sue, Susan, Suzanne, all the Sues are here. Awesome. Love it. And Texture Junkies, that is Sharon. The Shelly Studio, that's Margot. Trish Coogan is here. I hope you and Evie are doing well. All right, y'all. Big day. Okay, so announcements very quickly. Of course, if you are part of the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, you kind of know what's going on, I think. But if you don't, remember, up there in the events area, I'm going to drop the little hashtag. I will do that. No worries, y'all. If you want to click that link that is going to be dropping in the chat there from Nightbot, that will take you right over into the events to get yourself knowed up on what things are happening, what you can get involved in, and if you want to do swaps, you need to do that by that certain date, which I believe is the 7th, because that's usually what it is. Now, if I missed you, hello, Jamie. See, like how Jamie just put that pink hello hand in the chat there? Then do that for me, because that makes me, go, oh, hey, I need to say hello, because I missed that person. But I think Kim just came in, and we got Jeanette, a.k.a. Janet. She sent us some awesome little thank you things. Thank you, Jeanette.
And I have them
Thank you
right
for the
out here,
thank
too.
yous.
I'm going to show them.
Oh, she's going to show them. All right, awesome. Okay, that's about all I'm going to say for the announcements today. Keep in mind, too, that I have been adding things to the Spotlight playlist here on our channel. Like if you go over the PM Artist Studio regular channel business, we have sections. And one of those sections is, I don't know that anybody has done the creative collab yet, except for, like I think I put our last stream in there because we talked about it and we kind of, played around and did some things. But if you have a, love, leap, and seal it Makers Creative Collab, make sure you put that hashtag on there, and you also let me know so I can add you to that playlist. But otherwise, if you feature any PM Artist Studio, if you talk about us, if you use our products, if you talk about some of our other designers and you let me know, and it's, you know, a little bit, you know, you don't have to like give full on PM Artist Studio love, but you know, little mentions and loves here and there, I'll put you in the spotlight. It's something.
Spotlight.
Spotlight. All right, guys. That's all I got for announcements. Would you like me to go topside?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Well, here are these remarkable flowers, which I just thought were absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, Eddie.
And they're handmade flowers. And look, the vibrancy. I'm not sure. Did Janet tell us what she made those with?
She kind of did.
Because it's watercolor paper.
And dang it, I had those little notes here. What did I do with
But
them?
they're really,
Yeah, here, hold on. Okay.
really sweet. Just a lovely little use of line there.
She says, so it's a 2-color loose flower technique that Erin Eno shared. She made it her own and used fountain pens off of Amazon. There you go.
Fountain pens off of Amazon.
Jeanette, so did I say that right? Erin?
I just love those little.
Is it Uro or Erno? Eno. Sorry, my ability to read cursive is. And it's not you. Your handwriting's beautiful, but sometimes I have an issue with N's and R's.
Really sweet. Thank you, Janet. And she also sent us some more pens. You know, we're always losing our pens here. We don't lose our marbles.
No,
well, actually, I do lose my I lost my small marbles. Hey, but good news. Oh, what the hell did I do with them?
Oh God.
Oh, they're there. Hiding behind the coffee.
But they were hiding. They were hiding behind the what?
The gesso.
The gesso.
The large thing of gesso.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do a bit of nose blowing here in a minute. I feel like I've got a, you know.
Oh, and thanks, Devin. I know, and he asked me some questions this morning. So I think he's still working on our storyboard thing.
Oh.
The Adventures of P&M.
Did y'all go over there and watch that? I did. I do it.
Yeah, and I was so, I know,
job.
well, and it just so happens, so, like, you know, on the days that we don't stream, I make sure that, like, I go with Brad to, you know, unless something crazy's happened around here, to go pick up Izzy. But, so, it was like, I missed the last little bit. But P was here watching it.
I watched it all.
Yeah, good times.
Watched it all. I think, I don't know if I didn't comment a whole lot because I was.
Oh, and she watched our room tour this morning. It doesn't look like that right now.
I've located my small balls. I've decided I don't really like the large balls anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't really care if they're lost. I have clumps of them somewhere.
Yep.
Put them in an envelope.
Yeah, I started moving around over here because I didn't have anything to put them in, even though you told me to find something. But I'm like, that's really not my.
Yeah, I think
not my job.
I think I put them in an envelope, and I'm not sure what I did with them. I put them in this box back here because it was handy.
Okay.
That's how things get filed. Okay, so we've got these pens here.
I will keep those, and I'll put them in the drawer. I put them in the drawer, y'all.
She put them in the drawer. All right. There you go. I'm going to hand you this for inclusion up on the board or whatever.
Yes, I was thinking about that. That could be some of our first ones. I got to figure out a new pinning kind of thing.
I told her she needs to make.
But I'm going to put them in right there, right?
Oh,
for
there
now.
you go.
There. They're in the pocket.
In the pocket.
One of these days, I'm going to figure out a little. I want some magnet things in it.
A magnet board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be really good, and it would.
Hi, Tina.
That way you're not damaging artwork with.
And hey, Jasmine.
Pins and tape. Okay, I don't need these right now, but I certainly don't want to lose them because I do love them.
Hi, Barbara. I didn't say hello to Barbara already. Hi, Alice.
Okay, I've got a tag over here that I might need later. I did go ahead and gesso both sides of all of my tags because I want to use some of them today in pursuit of stamping. And here, look, this is cool. Now, I'm supposed to show those, but let me get my board down here.
Look at her all kind of ready there, sort of.
Yeah.
With a board. I love it.
Okay, so I've already started stamping with this. And
so these are Sophia's new. This is one of them. Let me remind myself what we call this.
I'm going to see, I've got some stamped here.
Right.
Make them into leaves for my leaf.
This is the folk art floral. It's so beautiful. And then the other ones are the leaf stems.
Yes, and I have them in various forms here. I have not used Goddess, but I am thinking about it as
And that comes as a set.
on the leaves, maybe. I don't know. I just haven't used them because I didn't have enough time, and I had to do my nanny granny stuff, and I had to also make beats for my baby.
Beats for the baby.
Yes. All right. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay, everybody sees these, and you know, well, you're going to see more of them because I'm going to use them.
Hi, SWO.
All right. So, what have I done here? Well, let's just start off. I'm not going to do that right now because that's going to be our project for today. Move that out of the frame. And I want you to notice here, I have listed. This particular print is made using the background is Blueprint Sketch and Broken China, and I tried to ombre it. I don't know. I don't get as good a results as okay, her name just left me.
What?
That did the cool video with the inks.
Teresa Aragona.
Teresa. I don't know. I can't remember your name, Teresa. But anyway, these over here, and the leaves are wilted violet over here, and that kind of pulled up some of that stuff. Don't put sticky notes on them. Well, it's just where I wrote NS. That means not sealed, and you do want to be aware of that.
That's proven by the
that
sticky
is
note.
a factor in. Yeah, I can show you a real screw up here in a minute. All right. But I told Mariah, I said, you know, I don't think people should be afraid of failing. My philosophy in life is you learn a lot more from your failures than you do your successes.
I think some other people have said that.
And I don't understand this whole culture around, you know, everything has to be FP.
Well, I think, you know, there's been a lot of push, especially like when you're watching videos or people that are, you know, doing this for an audience, feel the need to give the best information versus always, you know.
Well, a lot of really good information is the kind of information that you want to give to people that say,
here's what to
probably
avoid.
you don't want to do this.
Here's
if you
why.
do this, this is what happens. Now, if you like that, great. Amen, sister.
That was
Get after it like a biting sow. But otherwise, no.
Saw that, Eddie.
Okay. Anyway, so these are not sealed. Now, is this the right? Okay. I'm going to, this is irritating the dog.
There we go. Flipping perfect. There we go.
I'm going to put it on the back. So I still know. Those are not sealed. I can just tell you by looking at them, if there's not anything on them, they're not sealed. They're still chalky looking. Now, I did attempt, and I will show you that in a minute. I don't know. This might have, see, look at this. Can you see the little shimmer? That's probably sealed. Take your finger and just kind of rub it a little bit. Yep, that's sealed. I don't think this one is. Hey.
Yeah, she's always got to lick something or, you know. Just isn't a PM stream without some, you know.
Licking. I don't know. That may be sealed. It's not doing anything. All right, I can tell you right now, this one is sealed because, and that I went over it with a light brayering of one of those metallics up there that's really very transparent. I'm not sure about this one. Yep, this one is. I don't know, though. You know what's weird? Can you see the little sparkle there?
Well, there was some other sparkle and some other stuff, so I think you probably had it from...
It just keeps picking up off of the... And that's one of the things about using those clear... And this, of course, I love this one. I think this is beautiful. Even though this one kind of lost its oomph there. That's all right. Here's what they are from left to right. Pumice. Huh.
How are they sealed? They are sealed by putting acrylic paint.
Hickory smoke, black soot, and vintage photo.
Oh, look at you making
And then pumice is over here because I just needed another one. But of course, these are actually my favorite. I did a lot of those.
Oh yeah, this was a cool one to definitely do two sizes in. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you have like a design that is just makes sense in a smaller size.
Okay, so I went ahead and now this one, okay, this is going to happen to you if you're not very, very careful about how you spray your water on, all right? So I went ahead and stamped it onto the plate. Then I spritzed it to pull off the whatever, and it puddled up there a little bit. And then this one puddled a little bit, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, you like the puddling?
I did this. This is with acrylic paint. This is one of my washouts. Can't remember. I think it's this one. I don't know. Maybe not. Just to see the difference between the way that you can get that. This is a pull that I did because I want to. I wanted to clear the plate, but can you see the little ghost design there?
Yeah. Here, well.
Am I?
Yeah, you're kind of there.
Which way do I need to go?
There you go. And then towards you.
Can you?
Oh yeah, a little ghosty business kind of happening there.
Yeah, it's very subtle.
It's almost.
But I did these because I needed something to back my leaves with, and I'm going to attempt to. Well, I'm not going to attempt. I'm going to do it. Glue down a backing on these. This in the and I'm using the Jack Richardson.
Hey, Acme.
It's not cardstock, but it's heavier. It's heavier that I've used on my leaf project here.
Oh, Sophia says the design, the folk art floral, is a great one for tiling. Makes a fantastic repeated design. Even though it looks like a standalone, you can tile it up. Oh, it'd be cool with all different colors. That would be really cool. And even if you did different colors on the stamp and then tiled it, that would be super fun too. Because you could even do that with like the Woody's technique. Remember that like Darcy and Eddie did? They did that with the Woodies. I think P did it kind of with the what did we use? What did you use? That was all over the foam stamp, the snowflakes.
Oh! It was the little square geometric things that I think Brad made them.
No. What I'm talking about is the product, the watercolor pastels. The Renaissance ones.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, when we did the colorful stuff with the... Where are the foam stands? Here's one. This will remind you.
Oh, I don't know.
You know, this one's purple. And that's what, yeah. See, I knew that one.
Oh. Yeah.
But anyway, if you have those water-soluble pastels of any sort, or the crayons, or the Woodies, or the...
I rubbed it
anything that's, you know, kind of water...
Yeah, this is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, very, very close to. Okay, so let's keep that out because I'm going to use that. But I might use that with these. All right. I just need to.
Oh, yes. And these are all based on Sophia's hand-carved stamps. We saw her, I think Dee Dee Willingham was showing, because she's really sweet. She always shows like people's Instagram and pictures and things, and then so she had this whole like array of them laid out, and I was like, hey Sophia,
we need some of those.
Yeah, you want to sell some of them designs? So it's been in the works.
Yeah. Well, the reason that I thought it worked is because you do have a leaf motif here.
Yes.
So it's with the whole, you know, idea of that. Trees, leaves, yeah.
Things.
And of course, we'll have some metallics. Now, this is not in my color range.
Thank you, Eddie.
I should leave these out that I want to. I don't know that I want to mess with those. Oh well, we'll get back to those. We'll just sally forth and carry on.
Yes.
All right, one more thing I wanted to show before I started out here is what I did here and was not terribly happy about it. I stamped onto tissue paper and then I attempted to...
With the Distress ink.
Okay, but here's my first experiment. Can you see this up here? This is just going over it with a medium. I can't remember what I used. This gloss was what I used this with. I think I went over that. So that's underneath there. And I should have just saved that, but I didn't. I was just experimenting and got carried away and forgot. Underneath there is where I stamped directly onto this.
Yes, I think they would, Sonia.
Then went over it with the medium and just messed it all up. It just smeared.
Yeah.
So then I did it on the tissue paper and attempted to get it to transfer here and have the tissue paper go away. Well, you can't do that because the more you brush, the more you lose your design. So, and it doesn't even matter because this is the back side. It was still, you can tell, already starting to go out into the space where you don't want it. And plus my tissue paper was dissolving before I could get it to actually do that disappearing thing. But, you know, I think it's important to know what not to do. Oh, and here I have to show you my trees.
They're really coming along. I love that. They're now softened up. Before they were kind of angry and a little bit more, you know, like a dark forest. Now you've really made them springtime. See,
yes.
They're changing with the seasons, y'all.
And they're, you know, reminiscent of my baobab trees that I did with the little...
Baobab?
Baobab.
What's that?
It's the trees in Africa that have a really big base
Oh.
and a tiny little sprouty stuff at the top.
I tell you, you know things, and I'm very impressed by that.
Well, I watch National Geographic.
That's true.
Okay, so we're going to, you know, give this another go. I don't know.
She's just going to show y'all what she's learned and maybe learn some other things along the way.
Along the way.
I just find it fascinating that
Because-
she's working with this, personally.
Oh, and did I send them down to you? What did I do with my...
No, I gave everything back up. It was put on the stairs and it wasn't there. So that means you have retrieved everything.
I've managed to lose it all on my own.
Yep. Oh, I see it off there to the left, I believe. Yeah, isn't that it? What you're looking for? Oh.
It's an envelope with all of the ones that I stamped in.
No, I haven't seen that. You didn't give me that. I just had that one pile that's off to the left there.
Oh, shucky darns. What do I do with that? Well, here's some more. That'll be a good one for stamping.
Baobab, right?
Baobab? I don't know. It's
Baobab.
a Baobab.
Baobab.
Yeah. Okay, we can stamp onto those. Let me see here.
Found it.
Not ready for that. Oh. Well.
Yeah, and just me's having some... Okay, so... I'm trying to understand. I was sort of reading along here.
I've got more of these made, but we'll just make some more. It's not a big deal. Now, what did you stamp with this with? Because this might be a really nice one to use.
Well, that's just with the archival. So
Okay.
it should be... it's set.
It should be stay put.
Yeah, so whenever I'm testing these, and then I send the samples off to the designers, and designers, you may or may not get a sample that has been used. So just forewarning.
Well, I found this stupid black tissue paper. Oh, here they are. Hiding out under the black tissue paper. Black tissue paper is evil stuff. I don't like it.
This is a real love-hate relationship with it.
Yeah, it does. And I'll tell you, see, it goes through.
She loves to hate it.
I love to hate it. It's like washi tape. Okay, So it goes through. And I just, this here piece right here, can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is gessoed over the top, and then there's a piece of what do you call deli paper on top of that, and it's still coming through.
That's the Distress ink, right?
That's the Distress ink.
Especially the pink.
It is the brushos of the ink pads.
That's what we decided.
It just keeps on giving if you don't do something to it.
Yeah, Darcy says yes, the inks will wick up through the gesso. And it's not a containment system for them.
It is not. I'm not sure what is. I'm not sure I found anything quite yet that, you know, stabilizes it. But we're gonna tackle that little
I'm sure somebody knows. Darcy probably knows.
problem sometime today. Now, this black tissue paper, number one, it's fugitive and it turns purple.
We have some, Jamie. The steak paper. The black steak. It's basically the black craft paper that's on the roll.
Is that what this is?
No, that's tissue.
Oh. Where is that?
I don't know. It's over there against the wall. Do you want some of it?
Well, I think I do. It's not entirely black, is it? It's kind of gray. We need to do some of that.
I mean, yeah. It's
Because I'm going to show you what this does just so that I can show you that it's not the thing to do. Like I said, important things in life are sometimes the things that you can point out to people.
Hey, look at that. Did you see that?
Is that what that is? That's steak paper?
Yeah, basically.
Well, I don't need quite that large of a...
I know, but I wanted you to also see how well that, like...
How did you do that?
I don't know. I just wanted you to see that I did it.
She ripped it. She didn't do any snorting while she ripped them. Okay, well, we've got some of this stuff, and I'm not absolutely in love with it either. And you can see the different color, see the different blacks there? This is more of a brown black. This is a blue black. And it bleeds out purple.
Mm-hmm.
So, there is that. And I really don't want to glue this down to something that I really value. Well, I've already screwed this thing up. Let's just go ahead and glue it down here.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that was a great idea. So, just me was having some trouble with certain, like, just one particular paint staying on the plate or you know, working well, and then the others not working so well. But, like Gia said, that was kind of happening to her at one point in time, and it was that basically her plate was a little overly conditioned. And so she washed it with a little bit of dish soap and then
took off some of that.
Yeah, don't
oil.
over condition.
Yeah, I usually don't worry about that because I don't mind that happening. But I think that is something to certainly be aware of, as it could be problematic in your. Yeah, I don't want to cover up that really good orange spot there. I love that orange spot.
No, Sophia, but it does like.
We'll just go ahead and glue that down there. All right, I'm going to use the same stuff that I used initially, because it seemed to work the best. The texture gesso didn't work all that well, and I did wash my brush, so happy about that. This is the Amsterdam Extra Heavy Gel Medium Gloss.
That's funny.
We'll just give the whole thing a bit of a... I don't think at this point I'm going to get the tissue paper to go away.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, and hi, Cheryl. Those of you that are coming in, do say hello in the chat. You know, give me that little pink hand. See, give me the pink hand. I'm definitely going to see you. Or you can do the other little, you know, wavy hand one. But I love the pink hand because it's pink. And that just is super cute.
See? Started... I don't know if that's a tissue paper or the...
I don't know who's running, but somebody is.
Somebody's running. and they're winning the race. And I'm probably...
Well, Sophia, that will cause problems after a while. if you don't condition your plate and all you are doing is building up paint, it will dry out the plate and crack it.
Yeah, I don't recommend that.
Yeah. Unless you just have one plate that you want to dedicate to that, because there's a certain, kind of thing that you get from it.
Yeah, that's what
which isn't grody yet, but it will eventually.
It will crack and break.
Yeah.
Remember, it's just a...
Oh, so, no, I didn't see that. Thank you. Julie Parker had commented about using black paint and carnival tissue to make black tissue.
See what's happening there? I don't know, and that's kind of a bad experiment, because I don't know if that's the stupid tissue paper or if that's actually,
Who's given?
Who's given what? Somebody's giving it up.
And the rumors aren't explaining anything.
Yeah.
Hi, Sheila.
I don't know. Well, I kind of did fix that. I might just go ahead and stamp over the top. I've already screwed this up. I've got one water I want to keep clean because it's filling up my little, another piece of... I love these little mini sprayers. I love the mini spray. I don't like the size of the mini sprayer because it's always needing to be filled.
Well, hey, Trisha, you can always... perhaps get in touch with some of the swap people, or whenever you are part of a swap or whatever, you could include some of that.
What is it?
She's got 9x12 steak paper that she has more than she will ever use in a lifetime.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing to, share.
Yeah.
All right, I just got to tear off because I don't like those. Well, it's really, when I was cutting it, I wasn't being very careful either. It's not even a straight line. It's a crappy jagged line. Okay, let's see what happens here. And we can maybe determine if this is going to be...
All right, Devin, no worries.
Well, I'm kind of liking that. Okay, let's go ahead and get another one down, torn out here, so that we can put it up there. And I don't know.
Yeah, I would say sign up for the scrap swap, because then you could just, cut it up into little, smaller pieces and things, and then include it in the scrap swap. So that's the one that's put on by Rhonda. So go over there to Makers.
Okay.
Get yourself joined up in the scrap swap.
I don't know that I love that, but I don't really hate it either. It's kind of, subtle.
So steak paper is basically kind of the butcher paper, because it's on a roll. Sort of craft-like.
I think, isn't it more like the deli paper?
It's not coated. The one we have is not coated. I'm sure there's some coated version. This is a tricky thing when we start talking about papers.
I'm just trying to get the excess water out of this because I don't want that to be, as much of a factor here.
The whole bucket. Oh, I don't know if it's something that you need.
What?
She says, is this something I need?
What?
I mean, I can give you the link to the one that we have. So that way, at least you guys know what I'm talking about.
What is this?
Because I don't even think I put... Because you don't really use it that often, so I didn't even put it in our Amazon shop. But... Uno momento. I will show you the link so that way you guys at least know.
Oh, are you talking about the sprayer? This worthless sprayer?
I am talking about the black steak paper.
Oh, yeah, I don't really like it. I've yet to find a black paper that
Don't mind her.
Captured my heart and soul. I mean, it's black paper. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just get down a layer of that stuff. Kind of try to spread it out and don't make it lumpy.
Don't make it lumpy. Now, this particular one, it is a black craft paper. So it is not necessarily steak paper, but... Oh, and it's currently unavailable. Well, there you go. I'm not going to give you a link to something that's
all right, the reason I'm tapping this on here is I'm trying not to hit that inked thing and see what happened. Yeah.
Oh, here, they have a shorter roll. That's better anyway, because, I mean, you don't need flipping 200 feet. Here's 100 foot. Here's the one we have, but this is in the 100 feet versus 200. Because it's on a roll. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay, well, I kind of, you can see what happens there. I don't want to mess up my stuff in here, so I'm just going to put some on my finger here. This is a really good way to do this.
I've put the link in the chat there, y'all. And Carrie says that if he wants black paper, he just gel prints black acrylic paint onto copier paper.
You know what? Yeah, and you can either make it glossy or you can make it matte depending on what
you
paint
could use
you
your
use.
black gesso because it adds a little tooth to it. There you
This
go.
is
That's
true.
kind of like what Julie was talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is messy and it's kind of ugly. But that's all right. We won't feel bad about putting something over the top of that.
Oh, Eddie says go to your local high-end butcher and he's sure they will sell you some. They got the fancy black butcher paper. Or probably if you went to like the kitchen, like if you're in an area where they have those kitchen supply stores.
Yeah.
Like, or you know, like a
Gadgetry
commercial kitchen.
stuff.
Yes.
Kind of stuff.
There you go.
Okay, well, I've got to make this other side work because this side looks so good. That's my
Okay, what was the analysis?
Okay, well, I think it's pretty well glued down. I did get a couple of wrinkles there. I don't think it's going to be significant, but you can see how the paper is starting to.
The color of it wicks up, and it's really interesting because black papers are really funny things. See, this one has like sort of that bluish tint to it. There are quite a few of them that like the magenta of the
comes
ink
through.
or dye
Yeah.
comes up. That's true of our black chipboard. It has that magenta, and so any medium that you put on it, it sucks it right up,
Yeah,
and so
I think
it has
that's
a
what I was thinking about when I said turns purple. Because
pinky
this is
purple
blue.
hue. Hi, Mary Ellen. Oh, those of you that are coming in, do say hello in chat. Use that little pink wavy hand, and don't forget to give that thumbsy upsy in the little, you know, like I like this video. I like this stream.
All right, well, we'll leave this alone and let this dry sufficiently and come back to it.
And it's interesting because when that color sort of wicks up through the paper, it's not something that goes away. It kind of stays there on the surface.
Oh, yeah, it's going to remain that color. It's not going to dissipate.
No.
At all.
No.
I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. It's messy.
It's better.
It looks like me.
This really represents who I am as a person.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, give it a... I don't like you can see but I had Izzy take it down to Mariah yesterday. I said, show your mama what happened here. And she said, well, what's that shiny stuff on the side?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I just wanted everyone to see the difference between this part has been covered, the kind of
Dull.
matte.
Yeah.
That's been covered with the clear texture gesso from Monmart. And then what I'm putting on right now, of course, is the shiny
Stuff from Amsterdam.
shiny
Gloss
stuff
medium.
from Amsterdam.
Yes. Oh, perfect. Darcy explained it good. Oh, and so did Eddie. You guys are on top of it. Wonderful.
Yeah, see, I've got a bit of a wrinkle out there, and if I were vigilant and whatever, that wouldn't have
Whatever you
happened.
do.
But I think it's pretty well smoothed out.
Obviously, she uses the end of her brush as a tool often.
Well, you know,
Got some geared up
one
business
just
there.
does. Okay, another little just general tip here. If you're going to gesso, do both sides before you get a really nice design on the other side, and then you gesso the other side, and all of a sudden you've got a bunch of mucky muck gesso on the other side. That happened to me
Hi, Margaret.
2 or 3 times yesterday, and I was really angry at myself.
Hi, Susan.
I don't know. I'm just kind of really liking this
Or Suzanne.
stupid thing here. And I'm going to take a little bit of... Sorry, this is kind of a deviation from the...
Oh, I did that too, Lygia. I was wondering, because I was like, man, how are they getting that to happen on the gel plate? I thought that too. Becky was teasing us with some shiny tablecloths. Hi, Heather. You getting it down there? I like that. Hi, Sherry. This is the finger method. She's giving up on the brush.
Well, I'm gonna have to. I slushed it back in there, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's too wet at this point. And then you gotta mess with the, getting the water off, then putting it back in there, and you got a finger. It's there. It's available.
Now, see, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of see where you have, and maybe my problem with doing this is I have no patience. I have no.
Oh, and then.
I'm just, I want to get after it and get her done.
Hey, here's a question, maybe a thought idea kind of thing. I'm sure somebody will have an answer here, but Eddie or Darcy, have you ever embossed over Distress Inks? Does it still activate after that? I would say that it wouldn't because
heavens, no,
yeah, you're sealing it in.
You fried it with that stuff. All right, put that right back there. Try to remember what I did with it. Well, I think I've saved it. And who knew black paper was going to be, come to the rescue?
Yeah, see? Always hating on it.
Yeah, always hating on it.
Yeah. Rhonda, you can use pigment ink, maybe pigment ink, to emboss. Yes. Heat embossing is usually my last thing to do. So she doesn't know. Darcy, that is from Darcy.
Well, I think,
Hey,
that is certainly, see, look at all that stuff that I'm scraping off there.
Well, I think I've accidentally done that. Because remember when I was stamping those things? I think some of the ink that I use, I'm sure it was, because I don't, Ink is ink to me.
Well, and I think
I am not specialized.
If you look at this and remember what it looked like, I'm really sorry that I covered up a lot of the blue. But,
Can you scrape it off at this
boo-hoo.
point? That's kind of dried in.
Oh, I remember I still have my whole envelope full of little...
You can put blue back on.
I can put blue back on. Let's see if it works.
That looks beautiful. Hold that up, because it has sort of a...
Well, it's because I didn't clean off my...
A two-tone.
It's a two-tone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to say.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that I want the whole thing here. But I went ahead and stamped these yesterday because I had kind of a inkling that perhaps I'd rushed it a bit.
Mm.
I mean, I wasn't sure that was the case. But certainly it was a possibility. I don't really want.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
Perfect. Yeah, because it needs to kind of look like it's perfect.
It's coming out of there.
Out from behind it and then over. That layering.
All right, and I'll keep that little piece because that might be just exactly what I needed. But the problem with these pieces of tissue paper, it's just so hard to keep track of them. They're just floaty and fluffy, and I'm always going.
She's a heavy breather.
I'm a heavy breather.
She's
I'm a heavy stamper. Whatever.
But not in colored pencil. That's the only place she doesn't,
Yeah, I don't bear down on that.
Yeah.
All right, let's give us a little bit of stuff here. I want to make sure we're matching up well as much as possible. Hey, and once you get this stuff down, you can't be messing around with it because this tissue that I'm using, it is like...
This is regular tissue. This is not wet straight.
Yeah.
That's why she's hoping it kind of fades into the background there. But I don't know that... Now, see, Eddie did a great video on, some of this layering business, and he came in back with the colored pencil. Because the thing is that if there is a high enough contrast, like she's putting the white tissue over the black, it's not gonna fade away that much. So if she really wants that to go away, she can come back later either with the colored pencils or something like that.
Yeah, or I can take little pieces of this and, well, let's see here.
Also, Darcy just did a most fantastic, and I'm hoping to do this tomorrow. But if you, in the meantime, you want to see how Darcy's utilizing her stamp, because like it didn't click in my brain because she didn't name it with wing. So it didn't go wing in my head until she said, hey, this is how you use it to make wings. And I was like, those are the most beautiful wings ever.
Okay, well this is not working out very well because I have...
Watch her latest video. She stamps it on a napkin, flips it, and then that way you get both sides. You can do the wing with just the one stamp. So that's her latest two, or actually those are her first two stamps. So, latest and first two stamps from Darcy. They make wings. But you got to stamp them on, you know, tissue or, like she said, the one ply of the napkin, because those do dissolve more so even than the tissue. There you go. And hopefully Darcy will put the link to that video right there in that chat. The back of the decorative napkins, yeah, that one ply. And hopefully I have something around here. I have something. What you doing? Did you get something foreign in there? Oh, yeah, you do.
No, I don't know.
Something.
I think it's just this.
Do you?
Through the side.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay, well, let's put the lid back on that. Okay, I'm fairly happy with that. I don't know that, and this is hanging in there. And I just did this morning.
Nice.
On the black.
Yeah.
This morning. Because remember I wanted to, but it was earlier, so. I had a couple hours to dry. Now I gotta get this goo off my hand. I want this back to be the place where I'm going to write my quotations. So
I think, you know what would be really cool? So that way you could write your quotations. Once that's all dry, come back in with the clear texture, the Montmartre, and just put it in that one area. So then it'll be shiny on the other side anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't want to write over shiny.
That'll emphasize the text.
Yeah. You could do it with a Posca or whatever if you want to write over the shiny. The thing is it's going to rub. Like, if this is somewhere, like, you're going to slide it in and out and this and that, or if it's, you know, whatever, it will rub off.
Yeah.
Even the Posca or whatever. Unless you put another sealant over it.
Yes. And, of course, I will do that.
But I think it would be nifty just for the cool, having it.
Those two different surface treatments right next to each other and create that contrast on that edge there. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's a great idea.
Oh, that's fun, Alice.
Oh, hell, I could just do that right now.
You could.
You can see it. But here I've got my board down. See this? Yeah. All right. You want to apply this very sparingly.
Oh, I know. So Rhonda says, there's just not enough time in the day to do everything. Oh, I mean, that's the story around here for sure. She would like to know where to complain to. And then they're discussing if there is a complaint department in the NERT.
You know, that's Eddie's. You'll have to talk to him.
the NERT.
He's the management over there.
He's the management. You know, he gets all the good stuff. Well, you also get the bad stuff being in charge.
Yeah.
Yes.
I swear to God, I always get more of this stuff than I need. Because I don't want it to be bumpy, because remember, I'm going to be writing on it.
Yeah, you do go a little excessive with that. I've noticed that. But I wasn't going to call you out, but, you know, since you were talking about it. That's funny, Carla.
Now, if I wasn't going to write on this, I would not be taking this kind of time to do this kind of
Yeah, that sort of work.
stupid, futzy stuff. All right, we'll
Just
leave
so
that
y'all
alone for a little bit and let that dry, and we will let y'all know what happens. I'm putting it up here on my computer, so let me know. All right, what's next? Okay, well that was, and I've got these little pieces of tissue paper here just in case I want to use them in different places. But as long as you're in the business of stamping, make some extras to put aside.
That's exactly what, like, both, I think Darcy mentioned that, or, it certainly was definitely implied because she already had a lot of, which was great, like, she had things prepped, already stamped. And then,
yes.
And then Eddie mentioned that in his stamping video, that it was like, hey, kind of, if you got it out, get a bunch done, and then you can put them in little envelopes, or however it is that you like to store things, in the little bins, and the boxes, and the
whatever
envelopes.
And even this tissue paper, I've got some more over here that I've been using. I'm trying to save my surface here.
I very rarely feel like I procrastinate. Now, Brad might have a different view of that. He feels like I mess about a lot, but I don't think I procrastinate.
You're not a procrastinator. No, she's a take care of it and get it done.
Yeah. I now my biggest problem is that, like, I have a hard time, like, see, Brad's really good. Like, he zeroes in and focuses, this is the task that needs to be done. Done, 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 done. I have about 5 things that I'm working on all at once.
I use that.
And that's where I get my little self into trouble at times.
Oh, I tell you what, itchy nose. I say you're going to kiss a fool. Okay, I'm just looking at this. That's what my Mimi used to say. Okay, this is a double whammy here. This is some of the ink that I cleaned off my plates and I spritzed it.
Okay, which ink?
The ink, this.
And also a huge thank you to Leah and her friend Sharon.
And I saved that card and stuck it.
I mean, just above and beyond, we just feel so honored.
Thank you, Leah and Sharon.
Yes.
And a cute little...
Oh, I think it's an ATC. I'm going to put it in the ATCs. I know it doesn't say ATC on the back, but it is that size.
Well, I saved it. I knew that you were going to do that, but I wanted to, again, reiterate, from whence these came.
Because that was a major hookup. Thank you.
This is acid-free Distress ink in vintage photo. I use that a lot to get this background to create my leaf here.
Isn't that cool?
Then this I went over with colored pencil. What else did I use? Oh, I used this Faber-Castell Artist pen brush in a dark sepia 175 to do the little line work there. I like doing that because I know that this stuff is going to stay put. And it's a great little pen to use. I think they are kind of pricey. I don't know. I haven't bought one in a long time. I don't buy them anyway. Mariah does.
They're reasonable, especially if you get it in the set.
Yeah, that would be definitely how I would do it. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to hand this over to Mariah and let her do this kind of piddly stuff.
Here.
And then I glued it down to a piece of silver. Well, actually, I did what Carrie did. I didn't have any silver paper, so I just made it. But this is the
there you go.
Jack Richardson. Yeah, so I'll let Mariah do that and go around the edge there and get, because what I did, I really screwed up on this. So I did learn something. Before you cut your leaf out and do all that cute little, knit.
Do all the things you need to do to it.
Glue the back on first, because then you just have to cut it out once. Yeah.
You know who I learned that from?
Who?
And it was so one of those things where it's like, how have I gone, you see this stuff on all the social media. How long did you go before you learned this kind of thing? And I'm like, how is it that I went 40-something years without just, like, this being a duh, like,
moment?
It's this whole, and it works with ATCs. The thing is if you're going to put backers on them, get it all done, and then, you know, make the final cut. Because trying to line something up, like if you cut two things that are supposed to be the same size, they are not.
They are not.
Even when it's square, especially around here.
Yeah.
Okay, hand me over the leaf and I'll get your edges done.
Thank you.
The
all right.
better thing to use is either a Posca, or something fat-tipped, acrylic, or like the Funsels. Funsels comes in like cool colors. Not like colors, but they do have some.
Yeah, I know, but I want mine to be brown.
I got brown too. Alcohol ink markers, you know, you can find them cheapy all over the place.
I would rather that you didn't do that because the alcohol ink can also transfer to other things. And I'm using this on my plate. So don't use your alcohol ink.
Well, then I'm going to use the brown Posca.
I want you to use this.
That is
and
a
if
ridiculously
you're not
small.
do this, I am not going to let you do it.
Oh, fine. Give it over. Give me your pen.
I'm holding my ground here, folks.
Give it to me.
Because that's archival, it's in my color range, and I don't know, that other stuff is chalky.
No, that's that other one. That's chalky that you're talking about that I like to use sometimes.
Now, how did I get this impression here and this impression here? Well, when I did the leaf, I knew I was going to have to seal it, right? Because we know this stuff goes places. Is she still using that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Darcy says, use the side of it. And I was like, yeah, I'm on board with that.
Oh, Gayla's here.
Hey, Gayla.
Somebody said hi, Gayla.
Oh,
Lord, I hate
did
getting
she? Or did
a
we?
straight cut line pressure. Oh my God, yes. And it's
Yes, she is.
just so ridiculous. Now, this is the first one. I laid that leaf down, the one that Mariah's working on right now, getting the edges, because I wanted it to be all this sort of color. This was going to make it all come together. Because I just had a bunch of different colors out there. It's kind of like when Christopher was doing the portraits and he was using all different colors, greens and blues and whatever, that are not necessarily present in the leaf. But I wanted to get some definite shadows in there, and I knew ultimately I would be using the red iron, this transparent red iron oxide, or quinacridone Nicolazo gold. One of those. I knew I would be doing that. So with that in mind, I wasn't worried about any one line, you know, really leaping out at you. I knew I was going to do a cover color, and that's what happened. So this was what was left on the plate after I pulled that leaf up. So I printed it. But this is the negative image that I also got after I pulled this up, and I had this already stamped. You can see it's stamped.
Hey, more towards you. I know you think that you should like be more towards me, but you're good right there.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to
I should look up in the thing every now and then, and you know.
You don't have to stretch as much as you think you do. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's how I got this. So I've got 3 leaves using that one pattern for the leaf. Now you are not going to be able to see pardon me, these edges so very much, but I don't really care. These leaves don't have to be exactly the same, right? Now put
Chris.
that aside for a while, put this aside because I'm going to do that. Then I made these background colors, and the only problem is can you see that straight line there?
Yes. Like
That
straight up.
Really
Straight line.
I'm going to deal with that right now so I don't have to deal with that later. Because I did have to deal with that. I had a
dealing.
straight line here. You can still see it a little bit, but I'm not going to deal with that.
No dealing.
And this is interesting. Can you see the?
Oh yeah, there's still
It's still
some cloudy
there.
business happening.
I don't know if it's going to come off. I don't know. All right, now I'm going to have to go with something that's fairly. I don't have gold on here yet, but I have to cover that up. So it needs to be a completely opaque paint. And I can't believe that I did that.
Thank you.
It's really a total rookie. move.
Hello, Christy Hartman. Those of you that are coming in, you know, give me the little pinky wavy hand or the other wavy hand. Either wavy. I just like a wavy hand.
I even put a square with washi tape, and it's still tricky to get the hang of it. What does that mean? Square with washi tape.
To stay in frame. She marks out an area. I used to do that for her too. I'm like, from here to here. No. So I stopped doing that. And the camera moves around, so it gets knocked about or moved up and down, or
the cat comes through, and
or you know, on Mondays I move it over here, so then when I move it back over there, changes a little.
Everything gets changed.
I mean, it's generally in the same area, but
and I whack it all the time when I'm moving.
Yes, things about
my computer, whatever. All right, let's see if we got rid of that line. Hopefully we did. And we've got a nice little swath of. You can still see it, but I think if I. Okay, well, let's try one more color here.
Hi, Gayla.
Let's try brownie gold.
Brownie gold.
Richest espresso in the deco art.
Let me tell you, those are some very friendly, nice people over there. They hooked us up. I need to let her know. Like, so it's kind of hard whenever, you know, a lot of times when people are doing product review videos or they use their product or whatever, it's kind of a one unboxing thing. You know, this is the cool project, blah, 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 to do this, that, the other. And I know I've talked about this a little bit before, but we're kind of like, I mean, we stream 4 times a week. We're going to be using the stuff. And if it doesn't get used, that means that it's probably not that great. But even not that great stuff gets used.
Yeah, eventually.
Hello, Patty.
Is that Patty calling Patty?
Yes, that's PTP.
All right, Gayla, this is you old stripper. We're not using these. Well, I guess you could say that these are kind of like strippers, right?
Yeah, I mean, sort of.
Yeah. I have a whole file of strippers. All right, I think I finally, covered up most of it. If you have to, you can look really hard and you can see it. But look at that lovely patina.
Yeah. It's broken up. It's not just one big strip.
Yeah. I mean, I can still see a little, whatever there. Mm-hmm. But I believe that I can make that work. Now, let's see. Do we still have... Whoa! Yep, we still have them on there. They're not affecting anything.
Well, that's good. Now, those y'all that are coming in, do give those thumbsy upsies, on this here video. If you're watching in the replay, we like the thumbsy upsies then, too. We love a comment as well.
All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the back of this. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting this down here, and I'm going, okay, now where do I need that to go on the other side? Because that always is kind of a factor. And I think if I stay up there.
Thank you, Christy.
Holding this in place here. Hopefully that's going to do it.
Hi, Jolynn. Oh, bye, Sonia.
Okay. I think that's gonna do it. All right, let's.
All right, here. Check your leaf before you start, doing whatever it is that you're doing there.
Excellent. Did you glue that one little spot down that's coming up?
No. I just shoved some more pen in the hole.
Still, there you go. You got all.
Starts wisping about. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. That's a pretty good job. I can see a couple places that need a little.
Well, now I can too. Now that you've got the better lighting over there.
Yeah, see right there. But that's all right. All right. We know what we're doing here, and we know how we got this. So let's glue this sucker down. Oh, here it is.
You haven't been wiping the lid.
I haven't.
Or the, little outer area. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Catalina.
Alright, I think that one's pretty much done. I should clean up this part here, this kind of pinky stuff, because it's not going to matter here.
Well, is it pinky stuff or was it the label?
It's pinky stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was. I think it's some of that same business that ended up on the Buddha.
Oh, it could be.
Because it looks like the same pink. We've got an outbreak of pink. One time she did this stuff with the vermilion green, and that stuff ended up everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, it's on this. It's on this. Here's some more of it. Where is it? It must be contained. Because it was just ending up on a little bit of everything. Because it was flaking off. Because she went all heavy and like...
I might need to put this under my glass over here, and I already did get a bit of a wrinkle there, but I think I got it out in time.
Good job. Hi, Marta. Darn brush shows. That's right.
I know. It's again, you know, Mariah and I talk about this all the time, that it's, the whole thing is, every product you have is going to be useful somewhere.
It may not even be the thing that it's supposed to be used for, but like you figured out that that's what you want to use it for.
And you know, you just can't give up on it right away. It's like, you know, I'm always bad mouthing washi tape, but I use it all the time. Not for what they want you to use it for.
This is a crap tape.
I use it to keep stuff in place,
for a short period of time.
For a short period of time, because that's about all it's good for, is a short period of time. And recognizing that is going to keep you from being angry a lot.
Eddie said brushes would be smart to provide a bottle of sealant with purchases of their products. And then, we're using Brushos kind of like, you know, Coca-Cola or Coke. Brushos is a brand. We have those. Plus, we have the Ken Oliver water. What did they call them? Crystals. What does he call them? I don't know. Color
either,
crystals.
Oh, look at that. I picked up a little puzzle piece.
And some fur and some other things.
Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't drop gluey brushes on the floor.
No.
Here. Okay, so we're going to glue this one down to the back of this one, and we don't have any lines on this.
And that being said, Devin did post a most wonderful video in Makers. So go over to Makers. You can look up Yolande. If somebody would put here, and I'll type her name so you can look her up in Makers. And anything that she posted will come up over there. And she did a great little comparison video on the magicals, and then which ones did you have? Magicals and and then yes, it's the color bursts are the Ken Oliver one, but there are many infusions. Those were the ones. Infusions were the other ones. Yeah, watercolor crystals. I mean, that's what they all are. It's just everybody with them puts their little branding business on it and has different mixtures. Would gum arabic stabilize brusho? Maybe.
Don't know.
Probably. I don't know. It's got, because does gum arabic resolubilize?
Is it a water-based product?
Well, it's what they make watercolors with, isn't it? Or you mix it in.
What makes it, you know, kind of have body.
Yeah, but I don't know that it seals it.
I don't know either.
I would think that it's resolubilizes.
I would think so, simply because you have to remember.
Eddie says it's a binder.
Yes, it's what makes it goopy. So it still has to be water soluble, or the watercolor would become something else.
Yeah.
It's not a polymer.
Exactly. So yeah, but and Devin says, yeah, I don't think gum arabic is permanent. Yeah, I don't think it is either, because that's what they mix in with the paint. It would have to resolubilize.
Okay, we're going to put that down back there. And hopefully, you know.
Heather,
that was my last week that I had.
Heather was very excited to see when somebody used Brushos. She was so excited to try it, but didn't have any. She graded up cheap watercolors to a powder, and it works great.
Oh, well, there you go.
Probably same basic concept. They may put some different... And I think they mix colors, so that way it has a nifty little difference. unless you mix it all together,
Yes.
which makes it fun. Yeah.
Okay, now, lid on this for just a sec because I want to go ahead and do.
Perfect. See?
I think I'm going to put purple over this. I'm just sitting here and
Yeah.
thinking about, you know, what.
Now that's probably gonna move about, right? Because that's the ink.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't do it a lot
Okay.
because I'm going to go with purple.
Okay.
But we know this one's not, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to go ahead and use make this into two leaves. And that way I will have 3 leaves here.
Yeah. So whenever I'm making the for the photograph, you know, I stamp it, and then we put the photo with the stamped thing because it, you know, just the stamp itself is very difficult to see the design usually. And then whenever I'm done, I just kind of make these stamp off papers. Sometimes they've even been included in giveaways because I keep them, or because I don't want to waste the ink, but I don't want it to stay on the stamp either because then it gets everywhere because we're moving them around.
Yeah.
And it's usually like on the desk, on my hands.
Hither and yon.
Hither and yon.
And it's always someplace where
Angela.
you don't want it. You know, like.
Oh, Carla, that just makes me so sad.
What is it?
Someone hacked her over on Facebook, so she still can't get into Facebook. And you know, someone else asked me about, you know, how maybe to participate. You know, some thoughts are that if you are on Pinterest, I could try to get a little bit more, you know, into the getting over there and making a board and that sort of thing. Or if you guys just wanted to post and say, hey, I posted over on Pinterest. Instagram, you can always use those exact same hashtags over on Instagram. And even here on YouTube, if you wanted to utilize your community tab and make posts there and tag us and, you know, hit @ like if you want me to know about something, you have to do the @ PM Artist Studio. If you want it to fill into the feed of all the other ones, you use the hashtags. So, there you go. And Eddie says you're using Prison Purple. It's the Prison Purple, but AKA...
See, I'm trying to get rid of those stupid straight lines before we even, you know,
Yeah, get out of the gate.
on.
Tell them which one that is.
This is dioxazine purple and high flow acrylic. I love this paint. This is I'm on my second jar.
Now, I did order you some more Winsor Newton.
Oh, good. Of the
Yes.
permanent rose.
Yes, and another 12 by 12 plate.
Excellent.
Because you've been a good girl. I did not order you any other paint. You have to make a list if you want paint.
Okay.
Although
Right now,
I have a list over here.
Right now, I'm good.
I don't know if it's old.
Oh, I think that's definitely something that we can work
Well,
with.
she pouted about it, and, you know, sometimes that works. I don't really like to reward that behavior, but
What?
when you get pouty, poo-pooey,
Oh.
it makes me very uncomfortable.
Well, we can't have that.
She doesn't care about that.
Oh, my stomach is... Can you hear it?
I'm hungry, too, and I had a couple pieces of bacon.
All right, now, one of the reasons that I'm going ahead and doing this is here on the back is because I'm getting rid of my lines on the edge. I mean, not totally, but... And really getting it down in there rather than using my Baron because my Baron's going to get paint on the edge of it. That's why I'm doing this.
I'm glad
And
that
I
you
don't
explained
care
that.
about the back.
Huh.
All right.
Well, Well, Carly, you need to go over there and change your password on Instagram because there's some connection there. So I would highly recommend like changing your password on there. But yeah, definitely. Those of you that are on Instagram, utilize those same hashtags. There's a lot of us, especially like the designers and the content creators that post all over the place. They use those same hashtags because it's kind of the same whole deal.
Yeah. All right. So now we've got these. We're going to make 3 more leaves. I like to do things in 3s, you know that. But we'll actually probably make
Julie.
more than just 3 because one of these will come off as the parent leaf, which this one is.
A parent.
The parent leaf, you know, not a parent, but P-A-R-E-N-T.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a Genesis sort of way. That looks so cool on the edge there.
Mm-hmm.
Marbly. Okay, so.
You feel you have those sealed in.
Everything is sealed in.
And it didn't seem to reactivate.
It didn't reactivate. So that means that I may have gone over this with a more clear. But we knew this one was going to reactivate because this is the...
well, no, that's archival.
Archival. But we went ahead and because we're going, this is going to be the purple series of leaves. All right, basically, I just, you know, draw a leaf shape. And remember, we're not going to cut it out, so don't let me cut it out. Just start in one corner. And just make it kind of, oh, that's not going to, I don't know, that's not going to be dark enough for you to see that. Oh, a minute.
Robin, if you utilize that link right there, if you go over to our stories, which is our blog on the Pim Artist Studio website, you can, it should be maybe like the third or fourth probably post that is on there. It will list all the people that come here regularly and then all of their different channels. But as far as like, you know, members, just regular members over on Makers, no, there's nothing like that. And it gets kind of a hot mess if we start, you know, putting those requests in.
And really, when I'm doing this, I probably won't even follow those lines.
Thanks, Eddie. Eddie, put the direct link.
Okay, now, before we get all hot to trot on this, we need to make some backgrounds. Or we need to get our backing going here. So.
Oh, yes. I will, Eddie. Will you message me on Facebook so that way that'll remind me. I forgot about that.
I'm going to use the bigger one because I don't want to have to. Okay, this has got some stuff on it good. We're just going to, you know, grab something here and put it down.
And I thought about rearranging that list to kind of highlight those of you that do design for PM Artist Studio, kind of having you guys at the top. Because, I mean, there should be some perk to that, right? Something. What are you doing over there?
I'm making
Gold paper?
Oh, great.
What? Did you cut paper?
Yeah, I did, but it's not the right
I
size.
see that. Almost.
It's alright, we can make it work.
Pia wants to know if you are going to use any of the Goddess Lady stamps today.
Who does?
Pia.
Pia. Well, we can. Oh, and see, that isn't that lovely? I always like it when I've got some, you know, kind of ucky stuff going on here. Okay, that's the Jack Richardson. And I don't think I've got any more cut here. It's not, I don't know what this is, but this looks good. We'll just go ahead and use it. I have no idea what it is.
Rando paper.
Rando paper.
Unidentified paper.
Unidentified. Okay, this is a little bit different gold. It's going to show a little bit more of the paper through there. Oh, you know what I can do?
What can you do? Oh, careful. Well, okay. I don't.
This is already dry.
Okay.
All right, so that is the Vintage Photo Distress Ink.
Lots of people have that one because that one's a great one for like doing the edges and all of that. That I know, but I don't know about the Distress Oxide version. People usually have the inky dye version. I get confused.
So this is a tube here. I've got my ink underneath it, and now I'm putting this on top of it, so it is going to seal it in, and I'm not going to have a fugitive situation there.
Oh.
See, so you want to get a little bit of, you know, kind of make it slightly aged look gold there. You can use that. Just use it on the bottom part. Okay, that's lovely. Let's get a silver going here.
Did you do that before?
I didn't. But I like it a lot.
I'm going to do it again. I liked it so much, I'm going to do it again.
And this time we're using it with silver.
Yes, and not on top of the paint. That was making me very nervous.
Oh, yeah?
You were real sure about that being dry, but I wasn't.
You were?
No.
Spritzing water.
Uh-huh. See? It does the little beady thing.
Beady thing.
Now what are you doing? I don't know.
I'm just messing it around here.
Okay.
Now we might have to let this dry.
Yeah.
Or we can just go ahead and see what happens when we incorporate it in with our gold, or our silver here. And I don't think the silver's a good one. I think I'm going to go with the kind of semi-transparent. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, what the hey?
What the hey?
What the hey?
The main one that I've ever seen using any of these is Darcy. And I mean, she kind of has done things like this. She sprays it down, like, she'll put it, like, on her papers or whatever, and she gets it all, like, inky, and then puts her papers in it and dabs it around.
Well, I don't know that I love that.
No, it's not real exciting. You could stamp it or...
Oh, well, you know, it's just going to be the back of the leaf. It's the part we're going to be writing stuff on. So, you know, no big deal. Whoa. Get back on there, honey.
That should add interest.
Little skate mark there.
Yeah.
Skid mark. Oh, I'm watching this Korean, I love Korean period piece, okay? So, it's, oh, look at that.
Oh, that's something. Yeah, your skitty bop bop.
Skitty bop bop.
Do wop.
Do wop a diddy. Get a little.
Jennifer says do it wet. Like, so, you should have pulled up the ink and then put down your paint and then pulled it again, you know. Kind of separate situation.
A double,
yeah.
I'm getting you. And, you know, I was kind of, okay, look, that's interesting. Where'd my other
Oh, nice, Robin. Nice.
slide off to here? Let's get a little bit more stuff going on with this one.
Boy, it does seem like it kind of keeps giving.
Well, I had a...
Smash and drag. That's right, Jolynn. Darcy called it the smash and drag.
Yeah. Okay, well, see, we've got 3 interesting, you know, backgrounds to work with here with our leaves. Whoa.
Yes, wet provides those beautiful dotty, you know, the splotchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
You're running out of space.
Well, I was just trying to get those because they're pretty flat.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead and cut those out too. Glue these down first and then we'll cut. Because I can be cutting while these are flattening. Now, where is my original leaf design here? Okay, that's gonna just need
I'm glad you know what you're
a
doing.
little drying spell there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
That's
things
good, Tina.
that you can do if you want to make sure that, you know, you've got your paper covered, is you can cut it out, you know, rough cut it out.
On one side. Don't do all sides. I don't recommend this.
I have to have it down here so I know what to glue.
Well, I know. That's why I usually
Well, I'm
do
not
my-
going to glue to the, I'm not going to glue, worry about the edges because it's all interior here.
Oh.
If it doesn't glue down, it's no big deal. But you're right.
Yeah.
If I were wanting this to be, but I've got some nice little pieces of gold stuff here.
You can put that in the in your scrap swap.
Yeah. All right, I need to take this away for the moment.
We were talking about your smash and drag on the video when you did. I think it was the envelopes mainly, or most recently.
Okay.
Nope. Is that about what you needed?
Yeah. I gotta get another piece of paper towel here to swab off my brush because
Swab
it's
it.
way too wet.
Swibbity swabbit it. Hello to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those
Blotting.
thumbsy upsies if you haven't already.
Blotting it.
Even when you're watching the replay. And leave us a comment. P loves them. I love them too. But she's been reading more of them here lately. Because I've just been busy.
That was a clump. That would have been ugly.
That wouldn't have been good. Oh, the whole bucket. That's Cheryl.
Okay, so, you know, it didn't come out. We don't care. Because the leaf is within the confines of the...
Yes.
Hopefully. Might have to readjust that a little bit. We don't care about that.
Slight readjustment
Yeah.
be needed. Because I didn't listen to Mariah.
Okay. Just don't want to get that straight line in there, so that's got to go.
Mhm. Usually what I do when I'm kind of doing that, you know, so you want to leave enough, but you want to get rid of the areas where you definitely don't want it to glue down to. Like if there's, you know, the white border. I cut that part off because then no matter wherever I hit it, it's a good deal. Sophia says she thinks she needs some bigger scissors. She's just saying.
Oh, you like
Those
my...
are the big ones.
Oh, yeah. Those little itty-bitty things, they hurt my fingers, number one.
Mhm.
Now, I do employ them occasionally when I'm...
Yeah. When the big ones don't work. Some things can be
getting
too big.
into, you know, little bitty,
Uh-huh.
tiny crevices and spots like that.
Yeah.
I'm just rubbing off the extra glue there so that it doesn't glue down to the wrong place here on my...
Mm-hmm. She's putting them under there to flatten them out.
Yeah. Oh.
And to hide them from herself
Uh-oh.
later.
Uh-oh.
Still, oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we won't be doing that for right now.
That one needs some time.
That one needs some time to, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's because of all the water.
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you, she can't not mess with it.
We'll just blot it. I'm ready to move along here.
I don't have time for your drawing.
Time for this
You want me to heat gun it?
nitpicking. No, just
Deal with this situation.
deal with it here. I'll just cut off that part.
There you go. If it sticks out or if it ain't drying fast enough, cut it off. That's what we say around here.
Just don't want straight lines. Don't care about the rest.
Yeah. Careful where you put those. Oh.
And we don't care if this blots off here anyway.
Oh, good times. You rage crafting, yes. Pia
What?
says this is turning into some rage crafting.
Rage crafting.
She's getting out her frustrations.
Oh. Oh, got that one a little short. That's all right. You know, I'm kind of...
It's going to be in there, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yolanda. She loves the back and forth between us, too.
There we go.
It's the cutting machine.
Now I got to get it up off here. It's glued down to my...
Yes.
My,
And again, be careful where you put it.
I don't know, I might go ahead and draw the leaf on this side because I think I'll be able to see it a little bit better. But that's not, I should not do that because
You need your leaf.
I need to know where I'm going here.
Yeah.
All right, so to do this, I'm going to use a ballpoint pen. Oh, and I better take care of this business right here. This is just, oh, and I did not,
No.
that was not a good thing to do.
She's showing y'all a lot of
No.
things. Just don't be like her.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Make sure you're this little thing, because sometimes it stands up there and it doesn't let you close all the way. And you're real disappointed later when you go back and you're going, oh my gosh, look. All right, so where's my leaf? All right, here's my leaf pattern. Sort of. You know, I'm just kind of, and the thing about it is I just want it to be leafy. I can make those little cuts and divots and doodahs later on as I'm...
Or you could trace the one you already have if you wanted to.
I could.
It won't be exactly the same anyway, but I don't know. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's just get after it. Okay. So you just go along here.
I did it
And
first.
you know what? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. No, I'm going to do that. It just depends. Where you want your little divots is where you want the little of your leaf veins to show up. And every now and then I just go in and do one of these little, you know, caterpillar. Something's been chewing on the edge of the leaf.
Y'all understand that? Nibblies. Nibbly bits.
Just don't make it like even. That's the trick.
Yeah.
If you make it even, it's just going to look artificial and stupid.
It's been interesting, Jennifer.
What?
She says she's got to watch the replay to see you work with the inks. I mean, it's, you know, she's still...
Now, that's a bit pointy there. I'll probably round that off. But,
Yeah.
and you know, actually, this is really, it's cutting really easy because it's kind of mushy.
Well, and you have two pieces there, which makes it a lot easier. So that's another thing, is that whenever you're cutting just the single sheet of paper, it gets floppy, whereas she has two glued together. I would also say that you do want to be somewhat careful with like how soon after you glue it, because it could be a little slippy slidey, but hers seems to be working out okay.
Yeah, I'll smash it down good.
Smashed it real good.
Smashed it good.
Stiffer is better than floppy, especially when cutting.
Give it a bit of a stem there. I don't know that we need a stem there, but we've got room for it. But now see, look at that. Isn't that just a splendid leaf? I mean, does that just not speak leafness to you?
Look at the leafness.
Leafness. And then on this side, yeah, this is going to be the writing side. Okay. All right, now let's get some leafy lines in here, okay? Try not to go right down the middle. You know, it just makes it a little bit more organic. And I am purposefully using this, and I'm kind of digging in and making it ever so
embossed.
Yes, and it's nice and soft. Matching up the lines to where I have created these little indentations.
Mm-hmm.
Is this showing up? Sort of.
Kind of. You
Yeah,
can hold it up into the technology,
I
and
know.
then, yeah, then people will get a better idea. There you go. See?
Okay, so then we're going to just, you know, do the same thing to the other side. And I have to go ahead. I know this is boring as hell, but
Stick with us for a moment.
just hang with me. You will see why we had to do this one first. I really, you know, I try to offset.
That's why we set up the pecan for that look.
And then, you know, if I don't have a divot there, but I want to have one there, I just keep in mind that I can always come back in and put a little, you know.
You can add a divot, you can't take it away.
Yeah. It's like cutting hair. Okay, and see, I need a little divot over here.
Lovely.
Okay, now, the next stage is to color pencil it. I'm not going to do that because it makes everybody crazy. And
Well, just can you give us like
okay,
all
right. I'll give you the
3 minutes.
All right, just so here's the deal. You want to make your darkest color in your valleys, the valleys that you've just created, right? But you want to blend it out ever so slightly. You don't want a big old line there that shows right where that you went in with that. And I really, the thing I should probably have done here that I did on the other one, and I'm having a hard time seeing my...
Sorry, it gets angry with me sometimes when I push the camera down.
And just remember, you can use weird colors here because you're going to go over the whole thing anyway. Now that's some kind of weird stuff going on that tip there that I'm not really crazy about. Those little bitty pieces, you know, so you get rid of them right away. All right, let's use some indigo. Paper's still a little wet.
Yeah. Probably best to wait a little bit longer for the pencil work.
Yeah, probably is, but I'm just showing you what you do.
Yeah.
You don't do both sides. You just pick a side. You know, it's kind of like athletic games. Pick a side and stay on that side. The other side is going to be your highlight side, which you can come in and with your white, and you can puff it up. Right? Everybody got that? Now, we're not going to do that because I want to show you how this transfers and how I got these. Then we can go on.
Should I move the camera back up?
Oh, you moved it down for me.
I did.
No, don't. Not yet.
Okay. I mean, it's right in the middle of your head, so PCAM is kind of at a loss, but you know.
Okay, so here's our plate. All right? Well, we don't want that side. We want this side down. Okay. What I'm going to do here is I've got the purple on here, but I'm going to go ahead and use, what am I going to use? I don't really want, I'm going to use the Indian yellow over the purple. Oh my goodness, that was kind of a bad thing. We gotta.
Now remember, the camera is much closer, so just try to, you know, mind your shaking and whatnot.
Okay, sorry. And I've got stuff building up over here. And
You could, Isabel. But she was really just kind of giving that as a quick little. This would be one.
Oh, I will spend lots more time.
And
the next time you see it, you won't even recognize it.
And she asked about the adding of the clear texture gesso.
Oh, I would. Normally, I would wait and do that.
Yeah.
But you can do it. You can
Bye, Kathy.
You can add that anytime.
And in layers.
And in layers. And in fact, one of the things I wanted to ask Christopher is if he, does like Mariah does the elephant stomp version of.
I told him about the clear texture gesso. I hope he
did.
ordered some. Because I told him it would be kind of life-changing for him.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Because he's been used
Look at this now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Over this. There you go. Perfect. And see how it gathers up into the, because she did dig down in, so it's gathering up into those embossed areas of the pen.
Yes.
And shows up really great because the pen is darker, and we know that any kind of color shift or color change type paint is going to really highlight anything that is
and you
on
can
black.
you can use fatter pens, but now look what I have here.
All right, I'm gonna lift the camera up. It's making me crazy. I don't like. I feel claustrophobic when it's like this. I know a lot of people like it, but I can't. I can't.
See my leaf?
Because remember, you can always use your little fingers, especially if you're on your devices.
Okay, now I want that to dry.
Why does this get so angry at me when I move it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I give up. I want to make sure that is really dry because I do not want to destroy that beautiful. This is kind of the same kind of, and I'm not even going to tell you his name because it just makes Mariah angry every time I do.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
He's a jerk.
One of the things that you can do here is take advantage of the fact that these two papers glued together were still a little smushy. So when I bared down with my pen, my ballpoint pen, it created enough of a line there that you can actually use that as a guideline for your next.
Well, and the reason that works, and let's talk about it in artist terms, and don't talk about people that, think that they've flippin' invented something that absolutely they have not.
Yes, it's
anyway. So really what it is, it's like the etching. So I even in high school, back in the 90s, we would get these like the plexiglass and etch into it, and then what you can do is like roll it through, and then you get that. That's lithography, right?
You can also use those styrofoam plates that your meat comes in.
Same kind of situation.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just whatever that you want to do. All right, so we've got that going back over there. This is drying.
Back in the 1900s.
What?
Back in the 1990s. The 90s.
Yeah. All right, so we can still use this same leaf. We've got, I think, some beautiful things going on here with this leaf. And I can spot, with my, I could use the Distress ink and spot it. But the reason I'm not is because I don't have exactly the right color of that ink to use. And I don't know, I could use the pink though.
Yeah.
The pink might do something really cool. Now if it messes it up, I'm going to be really angry.
Oh, you can work through it. You're a professional.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, this Kitsch Flamingo stuff.
It was meant for me.
Oh, Lord. I used that and I was like,
oh, this is not the pink you were, you're talking about that one.
This one. This is picked raspberry.
I like that too.
Yeah. It's, and the only reason I'm using this is because this color over here is going to hopefully, mitigate the pinkness. Is Mo with us today?
I haven't seen Mo today. I think she has something on Sundays. I kind of remember that. Because remember when we switched Sundays?
Oh, yeah. Hey, did you give me back my little squirter?
I didn't. I put it on the thing. So it should be over there. It's right there.
Oh.
Or it should be near there. Or it's near here. I think you used it. You were using it. You did something with it. Because I have
it's lying down and semi-clear.
Oh, good golly.
Now, I don't know. Should I go ahead? I don't know. Let's just see.
I think 1. Don't go crazy. Maybe 2. Or 3. I was really more into gangster rap. But I did love some Rage Against the Machine.
Oh my God.
You can blot it off. That offended her.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
It was not the direction she
Horrible. Horrible.
Well, is there kind of a greeny color?
No, I don't have a greeny color.
Ooh, hey, wait. Hold on. Because we do own, like, 2, I think. Maybe 1.
Oh my God. I'm
Hey,
glad.
look.
Mo, I'm so glad you're not here.
Look.
Just
Hey.
try to ignore this.
Hey.
Oh, I don't want that.
You know, sometimes you're not very nice. I just want you to know.
Well, the problem is it's opaque and it's covering up all of my lovely.
Oh, yes. I understand that.
That was the whole thing
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Did not like that. Did not like that at all.
Well, you learned something.
Yeah. Well, this is not horrible.
Mo shows up and says, Big Brother's always watching.
Oh, I hope you didn't see that pink fiasco there. Oh,
She
God.
did, and she's judging you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mo. Avert your eyes. Okay.
Really ruining your reputation.
All right. I'm really not liking what happened there, but I'm not going to...
Don't let it define you.
I'm not going to let it define me. I'm going to get it back.
Bring it back. This is a washout. Notice it says that at the bottom, so it's not like any particular color. That's why she's not calling it out. It's just a crazy mixture of all sorts of things mixed in with water. And that's why it does this on the plate as well. Bye, Sophia!
But you see, look at that, sucking it up there. Sucking it up.
That leaf's a real suck up.
Yeah. All right, now I don't really want that on this side. Oh yeah, that's getting good.
Oh, I like that. See, and even though you just hating on that pink, it did add a little. There's some of it there that's not, doing a bad job.
It really is. Mm-hmm. I just shouldn't hate on that.
Mm-hmm.
That at all. All right, now let's put this aside. Let's get a little. No, I don't want to do that one, but this one. Yeah, just leave that on there. It's not going to be a big deal when we get back to.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I've been trying. Estella has been so sweet. Like she reminds me and says, "Oh, I love it when you say the paint names," and she's really good about that. And so I've been trying to be better about, or saying, "Hey, that's the washout."
All right, now we're getting these ready. Okay, we're getting these ready for the next process here. Remember, we glued this down to the back.
Yeah.
These are the purple jobbies. We're going to put them down onto, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I should just pull that separately. That's just so beautiful. But now how am I going to get this without destroying that wonderful line I've got going there? Well, I think I'm going to go with this. This may be the wrong thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Now you have about 12 minutes.
You're kidding me.
What else did you
Oh,
want?
well, I was going to do the goddesses.
Well, you got 12 minutes, or I mean, we could go a little over if we need to.
Well, I know, but I'm starving to death. I'm getting cranky. Okay.
Time's a flying. Exactly, Lygia. Hi, Fran. Fran just showed up.
Hey, Fran. What you been doing? All right, now I just, I'm just feeling this. I don't know.
Ooh, one announcement.
Change of plans. Not. I was going to put this down, but I'm not.
Okay.
We're going to give that one more chance to dry up, and then I'm going to.
And congrats on Margie. Thanks for being a member for 3 months. That's awesome.
Can you see it?
I can. I love it. That looks cool.
It does look cool. Okay, that's got to dry. While that's drying,
You gonna do the goddesses, or what are you
I'm
gonna
going to do a goddess right in the middle of this jobber.
Oh,
right
a goddess
there.
leaf.
Goddess coming up. Now, we need to talk about color here. I just keep piling paints up here until
They're on a march. I'm telling you,
There.
they're after me. I feel threatened. Just want everybody to know.
Okay. So what do we want? What color do we wear? Where's my? I have a favorite goddess. I gotta make sure. I pick the right one.
Don't tell the other ones, but you know.
Oh, is that it? Yeah,
I like
that's
the
it. I
swirly
don't
one.
like the heart in the middle. And I'm going to take some of Izzy's one clay and get rid of that because I love the design of this. I think the heart makes it cutesy, and I don't like that.
Goddess.
I do not. I want a serious. This is a serious bitch. She's not messing around with any of this. Oh, stuff.
That's those other girls.
Yeah, that's the other ones back over here. They're playing. This is the one that snaps the others in line and says, "Okay, y'all. Let me see. What color do we want? We want here. Don't think that's probably going to work. Let's go with blue. Now, we've got choices in the blue, and I should mention this. I love both of these, by the way. By the by.
Those are winners.
These are winner. Both of these blues. And I like the purple, too. It's just, I don't know. The pink is just too, makes me have a heartburn. Yeah. All right, I'm leaning towards this simply because I think it's going to, if I decide I want to go over it again with the, I know that I can brown it out.
Are you going to stuff her heart or what?
What?
Are you going to stuff her heart?
No, just color it in.
Oh, okay. That seems like a much easier thing to do.
Yeah, I thought about it, and I probably will eventually, find something to stuff in there. The one thing I do like about these things is you can really tell where you've got your color.
Yes.
There's no, oh, let me see. I wonder if I've got some there. And when you're using black on black.
It's tricky. Yeah. You can see it, but, it's hard. It is. Now, Sharon, did I send you your curious carvings? I don't think that I did, so I will send you the samples for this and or with your goddesses and the curious carving if I haven't sent it. I don't know. Poor Eddie, I hadn't sent him a bunch of his, and I thought I had. Y'all have to remind me.
Wow.
I know. I'm falling down on my job.
Falling down on the job. Okay, now remember, that is fugitive. It's going places.
Good job, Eddie.
All right, we'll just give the goddess. Okay, where's our leaf here? Here's our leaf. Here's our leaf.
That is a very, of course you love that blue. It's very, it's your Miami Vice blue.
So you can get, multiple stamps out of these little jobbers. Oh, look at that. That's looking
Well, we'd
really
love
good.
to, but it's behind our little, faces.
That's all right. I'll show you later.
You can see one head and one bum. One tail.
Yeah, okay. That's fairly well cleaned off. And you saw how I went in. Oh, damn it. And, buffed out the
Yeah, there you go.
the heart. Now, I know some of you probably like that, but y'all know how I feel about this unicorn heart fluffy
Too
rainbow.
much happiness in her life just might make her brain explode.
All right, let's cut this leaf out.
Okay.
Now, I haven't done any, I haven't done any lining on it.
But it doesn't seem like that would necessarily you know, one doesn't have to come before the other, chicken or the egg.
It doesn't. And, you know, all your leaves do not have to be absolutely the same. But, you know, when you're doing this, pretend like you're riding along in a car on a cobblestone road. You know, give it a bit
Toad's
of
Wild Ride.
a wiggle so that you don't get those.
Lygia has some information for you. The heart could be the top of her boobie. She's just showing some cleavage.
Oh, look, she is there. Can you see?
Now she's okay with it.
I'm just... Oh, there's my boss.
They totally do. Rhonda says the unicorns talk about you.
Oh, they probably do.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny with her unicorns. She gets real sensitive when I diss her unicorns.
Oh, Carrie says that I'm sure that P knows. He's so sweet. She don't know. She's not paying attention. Unless she cleans her stamp, it will react to the next color you use.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
But thank you. Yes, that is. And I did. But the nice thing about them is they do clean off pretty good.
Like Gia.
Because I did clean off some of them.
Yes, you did. Before I got the little leafy ones, or the leaf stems.
Yes.
Back. Oh, that's true. Lygia says that mythological creatures were not always cute.
Yeah, now I like
for
the
those.
Minotaur. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Horny Man is
That's Pedro.
fashioned after.
Oh, I know. And somebody placed an order, or was inquiring about placing an order, and they wanted to know where your heart stamp was, Eddie. Which I thought was pretty funny, because I was like, well, I guess, you know, he's using it the most here lately, so I'd love to. Man. I'm so thankful, though, for all of y'all that do the other videos and the designers that show their stuff. It's helpful. And y'all just don't even know. Maybe you do know. But now you know.
All right, now see, I'm looking at this leaf and this little, you know, protrusion over here. I'm not liking that. It's not lining up really well. It looks warty.
P says they literally have a stabby weapon on their head. So I guess you can talk sugar business about them if you dare. P. I know. She meets a unicorn in a dark alley, and I think things are going to go sideways. They know, because they are mythical and magical.
Whatever. Okay, now we've got that leaf, and then now we've got this leaf.
Oh, I love it.
And then we've got this leaf over here, which, you know, I can go ahead and cut that out, but you can see how that's... I don't know to leave that.
Ooh,
I love that ghosty line there.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do some more work on this one with colored pencil, and then I may come back in and do another print, you know, the same way. Once I get through with some of the colored pencil. Oh no. Got some gold on there. Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, you can buff that out.
I can buff that out. And I will go over these also with my veining.
I'm very excited about your leaves.
I think that they're going to be the quintessential determining factor in going ahead with the book. Because remember, I've been very hesitant about, you know, bringing that back in and making some major. Remember when I did flowers and the panels? And finally, I just said, okay, the ones I made for this are not working.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get so invested in that. I have some, and the way I look at it is like this. If I don't use them, I can send them on and someone else can use or abuse them. Because once I send them on, I don't care.
Yes.
In fact, I've forgotten what they even look like, unless they were really spectacular.
And then you show a picture of it, and then she's like, I sent that
Oh my
out.
God, I can't believe I sent that. And then, see, I still have one more here. So, we're going to have actually 4 of the leaves here.
All
which
right.
I'll probably end up with 5 because each of these will make 2.
There you
It
go.
will make its companion piece. Like this one.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on a Sunday. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to attempt, I think, I don't know if I have all the images or any, everything that I need for the collage prompts tomorrow because I want to work in an old book. I will also work in the Woodland Fairy Winter Wonderland book. It's kind of turning into a multi, kind of thing. And then I have something else that I want to put into another old book. So lots of fun in Mariah Makes for tomorrow. We'll see you then. Thank you guys for hanging out. Big hugs, kisses, and all of that. Bye.
Bye.